Good morning. It is Carolyn Moor with the Modern Widows Club, and this is Motivation Monday. Might be a little bit of an echo in this room here. I'm in someplace new. But what we do every Monday is I give a little bit of inspiration, a little education, a little bit of recognition of our widows, and we just talk about a topic that surrounds widows. And this is for you. You can find this on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages and channels. So access it there anytime that you wish. Okay, so today I was posed a question: how do I give what I need most in widowhood? This is a topic that is very close to my heart. As someone who has gone through really long years of suffering, especially in early widowhood with little support, I know this feeling all too well. So I'm going to address it today. So how do I give when I feel empty, when I'm scared, or I feel forgotten or unworthy, which is many of the things that widows struggle with early in widowhood, and not even early in widowhood, but just throughout the crashing waves of widowhood, which, as we all know, ebbs and flows. It comes and goes. It's, holidays are especially hard. Angelversaries, any kind of bump in the road where we had a tradition that we observed, and it's not the same. So those always come. I'm many years further along, but they still impact me in many ways because it also impacts my family, my daughters, and the life that that was planned. That was not to be. So what I know about this topic is it starts with very small actions in both your heart and in your mind. Many people will recommend starting a gratitude journal and just really any kind of journal of any kind to document your thoughts on a daily basis. And when I look back at some of my early journals in widowhood, especially, it's heartbreaking. And it takes me right back to those early moments. You know what else, though? It also reminds me of how very far and how much I've overcome since then. It's pretty easy to forget those small yet significant moments unless you record them and pull them out on a rainy day of grief. Because being griefy returns like the waves of the ocean. Like I've said, we cannot prevent that. But what we can do is take steps to commit to our healing journey and trust that we can access a perspective when we have a journal to refer back onto. This is the wise advice that I have learned from having the honor of listening to thousands of widows and grievers' stories. When we have a perspective with our loss story and our grief and our growth story, we can begin to give what we need most: compassion, understanding, knowledge, hope, faith, assurance, and love. I hope you will spend this summer finding a beautiful journal to begin listening to your thoughts. As raw as they may be, write it all down. Pour out your heart and don't stop. I believe it will lead you to finding something you long for, the love and the peace that you have deep inside to give, that is so precious and needed to be shining in the world. Grief is the price we all pay for love, and you have so much love to still give. It's inside of you, waiting to come out. I actually pulled out just a few of my journals over the years. And I'm just going to share a couple with you. This was one year, one I picked up because there were so many different seasons of my life I wanted to write about. I love architecture, these Michelangelo journals. This one I actually got from Oprah. This one was all the things, all the ahas and things that came to me after I was on her show in 2006. A travel journal from all the places and all the things I discovered. But the one that's most precious to me is this one right here. Because in 1985, I'm giving away my age here, I started journaling. I was 22 years old. So now everyone's going to do the math. And here it was, just a Sunday, September 1st, 1985. Let me introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. That's how I started this journal. What's really interesting is I can look back at this 36-year-old journal and remember myself, the dreams that I had. And in fact, on the front of this, it says, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. William Arthur Ward. And it's got this little image of a girl on the front. And this was the essence of who I was. It has like this little lock here because I didn't want people to know my innermost thoughts. But it turned out that the person that needed to know her innermost thought was me. And so I'm so grateful in this early adulthood of my life where I had dreams that I can go back and I can remember them. And I can remember the pain and I can remember the struggles. And I can look and see how much I've overcome since then. So I hope that you will be encouraged to do that and experience some of the perspective that is available if you do the work, okay? So we have a word of the day, and the word of the day is Tonglen, and it is Tibetan, giving and taking, sending and receiving, and other focused meditation practice of compassion. It involves breathing in the suffering of others, transmuting it in one's heart, and then breathing out love and joy to them. I love this word. This is very much a practice of what we do here at MWC. We breathe in each other's suffering. We breathe out love and joy. And that practice really helps purify, breathe, really helps you get to the spiritual parts of you inside. So hope you love that word. Now I just want to give you a little bit of MWC business here. Hey, Widow Empowerment event registration is open. You can find that over on the homepage on modernwidowsclub.org. We also have launched our Widow Empowerment School of Thought. Our e-courses are available to you. Go find information about that on the website. And also there's a Widow Empowerment quiz over there that you can do. We've had almost 1,000 widows do the quiz and find out where they are in the hope, heal, grow, lead phase of their widowhood. And that tool is there for you. We still have our petition up. We're going to keep it up, Fighting for Widows' Rights. You can sign that and share it. And sign up for one of our Worcester communities or a club in a club. This summer, you're able to just really try new things. That's our topic for this month, try new things. And I hope you'll take advantage of that because we've created these by widows, for widows, and are facilitated by widows. So go on over to modernwidowsclub.org, and I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're inspired. Talk to you. See you online.